Dakota Wendell comes in the game, leading the Mavericks in goals and points. She has 12 goals and 30 points overall with 2 game-winning goals on the season. Morgan Katu is not far behind her with 7 goals and 8 assists, as she has 3 game wins on the season. As the teams get ready to come out on the field here, get set to get the match underway. Alexa Raboon will be starting in net for the Mavericks, as she has done all season, as she has done a tremendous job this year. She has started all 18 games for the Mavericks and only allowed 11 goals. And that's a .63 goals allowed average per game. She has 51 saves on the year and has a total record of 14-2-1 to lead the Mavericks. The Mavericks are undefeated at home this year, sitting at 8-0 and 6-0 in the conference as they look to improve to 9-0 as they get set to get underway here as Wayne State starts off by passing it up the field down the left sideline. The Mavericks are wearing the white uniforms with purple numbers and purple shorts, while Wayne State is on all black with a white trim and white numbers. As Morgan Katu looks to find room up the middle, and she is able to, and she passes it to Dakota Wendell, who finds herself with the open run, and she just can't get the shot off as the ball is corralled by the goalie. And the ref looks like he called a foul on Wendell, and it looks like he just told her to calm down as we are still within the first minute here of the first half, as the Mavericks already had a great opportunity, but the pass is a little bit too far ahead of Dakota Wendell from 2. Mavericks looking to win the ball back here, as the Warriors look to go off the sideline, but it is stolen by the Mavericks. The great ball down the sideline as Katu looks for somebody in the middle, and she beats her defender and beats another one, takes a shot on net, but it did not have enough power, and it is easily corralled by the keeper. Good start here, good aggressive start for the Mavericks, as they already have 2 scoring opportunities here in the first minute and a half. As Dixini looks to win the 50-50 ball, and she is able to do so, but it is stolen by the Warriors. The Mavericks win the ball back here as they look to clear out of danger. I should also mention that today is senior day for the Mavericks, so before the match started they announced all the seniors and kind of gave a little bio as the Mavericks look for another scoring opportunity here, but it is cleared out by the Warriors, but the Mavericks are able to maintain possession as Katu puts the ball in the box where it's headed out by the Warriors. And the shot is taken by number 12, Maddie Durant, and it is saved by the Warriors keeper, and it will go out for a Mavericks goal kick. A great shot that had the opportunity to get go in the net for the Mavericks. And an even better start to the great aggressive game plan that they seem to be going with here. This is the first corner kick of the match, and it will be taken by number 5, Duxini, as she looks to put the ball in the middle of the box as the Mavericks rush, and the ball is headed well over the goal and will go out for a Warriors goal kick. The goal kick will be taken by keeper Alyssa Bagley today. She boots it up the right sideline, where it is one off the head of the Warriors. Warriors look to switch fields here, and they're able to maintain possession, but it is stolen by Duxini. As Keneally brings it down the sideline, she looks to beat the defender. She has a step, she tries to bring it back, and she's able to. She puts the ball, but she did not put enough power onto it, and it is kicked out of bounds down the sideline for a Maverick throw. The throw will be taken by number 13, Taylor Keneally. The throw-in is won by the Warriors as they look to clear the ball, as they do out of bounds for another Maverick throw. Mavericks number 29, Julia Zock, dribbled the ball out of bounds for a Warriors throw. A great win by Zock. Ball is put in front of the box by Tutsini and won by Dakota Wendell. She looks to beat the defender but is unable to do so as the Warriors clear the ball off the sideline and have a great opportunity to counter here. But a great defensive stop by number 12, Maddie Barant, as she stepped up and took the ball from the defender as Tutsini looked for an open Maverick as she finds Katu on the left sideline and she looks to beat a defender on the inside and she is able to. Another inside move, and she takes a shot and is just wide. When just wide, and will go off for a Wayne State goal kick. Ball is booted towards the sideline and one off ahead of the Mavericks as Katu looks to beat the defender once again. And she brings it back towards the sideline and she looks across. She loses the ball for a moment where it is cleared out of bounds by Wayne State. Will be a throw-in just in front of the flag here. She tosses it to Dakota Wendell. As they have a great give and go to find an open space so they can put the ball in the box. And a great shot opportunity by Barant as she was not able to get enough oomph on it. And the ball never left the ground and is cleared out by Wayne State. The ball rolls out of bounds for a Warriors throw. Taylor and Keneally keeps it in bounds and passes it down the sideline. It is a Warrior goal kick. The goalkeeper kicks it down the left sideline this time. As the ball is once again won by the Mavericks. Mavericks looking for some room here to get a shot off, but they are unable to. Wayne State looking for anything going to go here as the majority of the possession through the first 7 minutes has been in the Warriors' half of the field as the ball rolls out of bounds and will be a Maverick goal kick. Goal kick will be taken by Maverick star keeper Alexa Raboon. As I said, has started every match for the Mavericks this year and has done a wonderful job. She boots the ball up towards half field where it goes off the Mavericks' head. Morgan Katu on the chase after the ball rolls over the Wayne State defender's head. She beats the defender on the inside with a shot on goal, but it is an easy save for the keeper, Bagley. That is another shot on net, however, for the Mavericks as they have been very aggressive here in the early going and already have 5 shots where Wayne State hasn't had any possession in the Mavericks' half of the field. Maddie Barant on chase as she looks to switch fields here. As number 7 Kelly Friedrich passes it down the sideline where it is won by Wayne State. Hauskin looks to something up the middle and is possessed by Wayne State. Katu with a great defensive effort there, and she is able to win the ball. As Hauskin looks for a through ball down the field, where the ball finds itself at the feet of number 29 Julia Zock, who attempts to pass it to Wendell, but the ball is stolen by the Warriors. The Warriors with their first good attacking opportunity, but the pass is out of reach for the attacking player and cleared out of danger by the Mavericks. So they look to counter here, coming on the right side. Back sideline is Taylor Keneally beats the defender. But it is cleared out and will be a Wayne State goal kick as it bounced off the foot of Keneally.
Keep working, Cats! Come on, Cats! Stop! Battle! Yeah, I was down there. I felt it. Let's be on it, Cats! Come on, Cats, let's be there first two!
The Wayne State Wildcats look to go down the sideline here, but it is possessed by the Mavericks.
9 feet.
Let's go!
Wayne State College looks to advance the ball where they are able to get a penalty on the Mavericks, and the Wildcats will have a free kick. We're just on the 35-minute mark here in the first half, as the Mavericks have dominated early. With Dakota Wendell with a great opportunity for a through ball, but Julia Zock is well offside, and it will be a Wayne State College free kick.
Come on, Cats, let's go! Be there!
The ball is won by the defender. Mankato with a great move to put the ball over the defender's head. And she's able to stick with it. So she has a wide open run down the sideline. She beats the defender to the inside. But Dakota Wendell is there, and she takes a shot, but it bounced off the shin guard of the Wildcats and rolls out of bounds for a Maverick throw. The ball is won by Dixini, but she passes it too far in front of Julia Zock and rolls out of bounds for a Wildcat goal kick. As I mentioned, the Wayne State College Wildcats coming with just 4 wins on the season. And your number 21 ranked in the nation, Minnesota State Mavericks, come in with 14 wins on the season and undefeated at home as they look to finish the regular season on a strong note. As Julia Zock is just unable to get the foot on it as the ball is kicked out of bounds for once again a Maverick throw.
Stick with the Cats!
Dakota Wendell looks for somebody in the middle, and she finds number 6. Bree Chacho, and it goes off the crossbar. Bree Chacho with a great opportunity there as she kicked the ball just off the crossbar and it rolled back and play where the Mavericks eventually kicked it out of bounds for a Wayne State College goal kick. The Wildcats look to get anything going here as they have not had very much possession here early as the Mavericks have dominated.
Just do what you love.
Come on, Christina, go get that! There you go, Christina, go! Challenge it!
Halston looks for somebody up the field. She finds Wendell, who hit the ball for a great through ball to Katu, and she has beat the defender. She looks to go to that inside move once again, and she takes a shot where it is blocked by the defender. Morgan, too, has been very effective here coming down the left sideline in that inside move. Dakota Wendell beats the defender and has a great shot opportunity, and it just sails wide right of the net. It will be a Wayne State College goal kick. Dakota Wendell looking for her 13th goal on the season there as she leads the Mavericks at 12 on the year.
Be there, Cats! Let's go!
The ball is won by Maddie Branch as Dixini looks to maintain the possession and is kicked out of bounds by the Wildcats. Will be a Maverick throw. Minnesota State throw. Mavericks win the ball as they go back to support as Maddie Barant goes back to the sweeper Abby Houshkin as she looks to send the ball deep where it bounces off the leg of the defender.
Go, Christina, get to it! Good try! Go, Alexis!
Julia Zock finds Wendell. She looks to turn it to get a shot off as Couture finds herself with the ball. With another great inside move and the shot is taken and it bounces off the arm of the Wayne State College defender and will be a handball and will be a penalty kick for the Mavericks. The Mavericks only have one penalty kick on the year, and it was taken by Morgan Couture, who will be taking this one as well, as she scored on her only opportunity. Morgan Couture looks to put the Mavericks up 1-0 here with just over 30 minutes remaining in the first half. And the ref has given the signal. She shoots, and she scores! Morgan Couture buries the ball in the back left of the net. A great penalty kick taken by number 9, Morgan Couture. That is Couture's 8th goal on the season and her 2nd penalty goal. As the Mavericks lead 1-0 with just over 30 minutes remaining in the first half. The Mavericks lead 1-0 here with 30 minutes remaining in the first half as Wayne State College boots the ball down the sideline off the kick-in. It will be a Maverick throw. Minnesota State throw.
Morgan Couture.
Let's go, Dad! Come on, Cats, let's be there! Go, Carly!
The Mavericks look to clear the ball here as the 2 players are wrestling over it. It will be a Minnesota State throw.
Come on, Cats, let's get there! Either Cats!
Duxini with a great play to win the ball and pass it back to his support.
Go, Steve!
The Mavericks get to come off the sideline here as Couture finds herself with the ball on the sideline. As she beats the defender as she has been doing all day long here early. Beats the defender once again. Great opportunity to put the ball in front of the net. And the ball stays in bounds and goes out for a corner. It was a great opportunity for the Mavericks, but the ball could not find itself to get past the front post as the ball eventually rolled out of bounds for a Maverick corner. It looks like the corner will be taken by number 9 Morgan Couture and Alicia Duxini as their shorts. Mavericks to rush the goal. A good corner kick taken here as it bounces off the defender and goes off for another Maverick corner.
That's all right. Come on, knock it up. Come on, Cats! Go, good. Touch the ball. Okay.
Mavericks rush. Another good goal kick taken.
There you go.
Excuse me, corner kick.
Come on, Carly! Let's go. All right, Nat! Carly, stick with it.
Great shot though. Did a great job.
Get up there, let's go!
The Mavericks look to go back here. And the ref has called for a stoppage. It looks like number 2 will have to leave the field potentially here. I believe she may have a bloody nose. But she is leaving the game, and number 14 Rachel Frazier will be entering the game for number 2, Sophia Ketchmark.
Come on, Cats, be ready now!
The corner as the free kick will be taken and passed back to the Maverick goalkeeper.
Rachel Freer.
As Boone boots it up towards half field, where it is one off the head of Maddie Baran and finds the ball at the feet of Dakota Wendell. A great ball to Taylor Keneally as she's unchased, but the ball is just too far ahead of her and rolls out of bounds for a Wayne State College goal kick. The ball is won by Alicia Dixini. Taylor Keneally finds herself with the ball and is cleared out of bounds by the Wildcats for a Maverick throw. Dakota Wendell with a great effort. She puts the ball in front of the net, but it is easily corralled by the keeper Bagley. A great win by Maddie Brandt. She has done a great job in those 50-50 balls. She's been there basically every single one, it feels like, and she has won all of them. And the Wildcats are unable to maintain possession as the ball rolls out of bounds for a Minnesota State throw-in as they go back as the heavy Hauschkin looks to switch fields here. As she passes it to number 16, Morgan Seaman, who goes back to Hauschkin, who boots the ball up the sideline where it is won by 2, but knocked out of bounds for a Wildcat throw. A great win by the Mavericks there as Morgan Coutu looks to bring up the middle of the field as she has Alicia Dixini who has all kinds of space and Taylor Keneally out wide right as she looks to come down the right side of the field and put the ball in the middle where it is knocked out of bounds off the Wayne State College defender and will go off for a Mavericks corner. Morgan Coutu will take the corner once again, and Alicia Dixini will be short. But that seems to be the Mavericks' game plan today with the corners.
Let's be ready, Cats!
So the Mavericks line up right at the 18-yard mark as they will attack and rush towards the net once the kick is taken, and there it is. A great ball that kind of get caught in the wind with a great opportunity, but the Mavericks are unable to put a foot on it. And Brandt with the shot that is blocked by Wayne State College. And Friedrich wins the ball as she looks to put the ball back in the 18, but she passes it to Brandt, who takes a shot on goal, but it is kicked right at the keeper Bagley, and it's an easy save. Maddie Brandt has been aggressive today, winning the 50-50 balls at the half field and taking some shots from deep. There it is. Guess who? Maddie Brandt.
First 2, Cats!
Come on, get on it.
Chacho goes out to Coutu, and Coutu looks back, but she is unable to find her, and she passes it forward to Julia Zock, who has a great pass to Alicia Dixini where she takes a shot, but it is blocked by the defender. That seems to be the theme today for the Mavericks. They've gotten a lot of shots off, but a majority of them have been blocked by the defenders around the 18. Coutu passes to her support.
Come on, Christina, beyond that!
She passes it back to Hauschkin, who looks to switch fields here and does so. The Mavericks look to come back to the left side of the field where it is wide open. Morgan Coutu with the ball on the sideline with a great move to beat the defender. As she puts the ball in the box and is just out of the reach of Julia Zock and rolls in the hands of the keeper.
Stay with it, Sam. Stay with it. Doing good. Keep going. Keep working. You're doing great.
There you go. All right, good.
The ball stays on in bounds. Great pass inside to Julia Zock, who puts the ball just out of the reach of Dakota Wendell. And it's cleared and maintained in bounds by the Wildcats. And Houston clears it. Patty Brand with another great step up and a great pass to Dakota Wendell, who has another great pass to Julia Zock, with a great opportunity, with a great shot on net and it's saved. And Alicia Ducini with another shot, and that one is saved as well. 2 shots on net and 2 saves for Elisa Bagley of the Wildcats. That was a great shot by Julia Zock, who attempted to put the ball in the right corner of the net, but it was an even better save by the keeper. As the ball is cleared, and headed out of bounds off the Mavericks for a Wayne State College throw-in. As Wayne State's number 2, Sophia Ketchmark, is re-entering the game as Rachel Frazier is coming off. Sophia Ketchmark started the game for Wayne State College but had to leave for what I believe was a bloody nose, and she has re-entered the game for number 14, who substituted in for her. There's Maddie Brandt again winning the ball. She switches the field as Friedrich finds herself passing to Keneally down the sideline.
Thank you.
Well, the ref called a foul on the Mavericks and it will be a Wayne State College free kick. There hasn't been very many penalties called here in the early going of this match. It has flowed pretty well besides the penalty kick that the Mavericks have gotten when I put them up 1-0 in the 31st minute. Or I should say, with 30 minutes remaining.
All right, there you go. Come on, be there. Come on, Christina.
Hauskin finds Wendell in the middle of the field. That seems to be a specialty of Hauskin today. She's done great at finding players up the field. As a great give and go from Zock to Wendell, who is looking for the through ball to Katu, but Katu went outside and Dakota Wendell passed it inside.
Just keep working, Cats.
Dakota Wendell with a great win. The ball is stolen by Wayne State College.
Go, Soph. Go.
Great win by Morgan Seaman as Bree Chacho looks to keep the winning going for the Mavericks as she is able to and finds Dakota Wendell, who switches fields to the defender, Friedrich. Friedrich passes it to her support. Hauskin once again boots up the field, but this time was unable to find Katu. But the ball rolls to Seaman anyways, as she goes back to Hauskin once again. And Hauskin wants to find the Dakota Wendell, and she is able to. A through ball that is just too strong. It's the ball in the hands of the keeper.
Keep working hard.
We are under 20 minutes remaining here in the first half as the Mavericks lead 1-0. Morgan 2 scored with 30 minutes remaining in the first half off a penalty kick that the Mavericks were rewarded because a handball in the box by a Wildcat defender. The Mavericks have 13 shots here already in this match, and the Wildcats have 0 as they have had maybe 30 seconds of possession in the Mavericks half of the field, as the Mavericks have dominated the possession here early. As they look to attack up the left sideline here, as Seamuth is looking for an open Maverick. Mavericks are doing a great job not forcing stuff and going back to the support as Hauskin looks for something to go off the field. And she attempts to through ball to Katu, but Katu was not ready for it and found herself to not chase the through ball. The Mavericks making a mass substitution here as they will be entering 4 new players. Bryn Dessens, number 10, will enter the game for the first time.
I know.
Along with number 4, Jenny Vetter, and number 14, Molly Riley,
Wildcats over 9.
and number 24, Molly Serafoli.
Jenny Vetter. Number 10, Bryn Dessens. Number 14, Molly Riley. 24,
It will
Molly
be a Wayne State College goal kick.
That's all I.
Wildcats over 7.
Come on, Cats!
Great win by the Mavericks. As the ball is there for Dessens, but is just out of the reach and kicked towards the sideline by the Wildcats. The ball stays in bounds
Good pressure, Cats!
as Dessens kept the pressure on, but the ball eventually rolled out of bounds for a goal kick for the Wildcats.
Keep fighting, girls.
Keep working, Cats!
The ball is put towards the 18, where Wendell wins the ball as she looks to go wide, but it is not wide enough and rolls out of bounds for a Wayne State College throw.
It's an exhilarating thing. I'm like,
And he goes out of bounds for a Maverick corner. Morgan too is on the field for this corner, so it will be taken by number 24, Molly Serafolian, as they have Alicia Dixini attack this time. A great corner by Serafolian as the Mavericks bury it. Dakota Wendell with a great shot off the bounce in the corner, and she buried it in the top left corner of the net. What a great shot by number 19, Dakota Wendell, the Mavericks' leading goal scorer on the season. That is Dakota's 13th goal on the season. That puts the Mavericks up 2-0 with just under 16 minutes remaining here in the first half.
Let's go!
A great shot off the corner that just went in the top left corner of the net and had no chance to be saved by the keeper, as the Mavericks lead 2-0 with under 16 minutes remaining here in the first half.
She said you had yeah, it wasn't that random.
because you're like,
A foul is called by number 5, Alicia Dixini, and will be a Wayne State College free kick.
Mavericks. Number 19, her 13th goal in the year, Dakota Wendell. Assisted by number 24, Molly Serafoli.
Dakota Wendell's 13th goal in the season was assisted by Serafolian, which was her 3rd assist on the year in a great one off the corner. As the Mavericks look to keep attacking here, but Wayne State College looks to clear the ball, but it is knocked out of bounds by the Mavericks and will be a Wildcat throw. A Wildcat throw. As the Mavericks are making more substitutions. Well, it looks like the ref will be calling them back and they will have to wait. But it looks like number 31, Nadia Lowry, will enter the game for Dakota Wendell, who just scored the 2nd goal of the match for the Mavericks to put them up 2-0.
Stay on it! All right. Oh.
And the ref calls for a timeout as there is a injured Maverick on the field.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you could have gotten more games if they played.
The Mavericks lead 2-0 here with just under 14 minutes remaining in the first half. They have dominated a majority of this first half, as I don't know if the Wildcats have had more than 45 seconds of possession in the Mavericks half of the field. Mavericks have 14 shots and Wayne State College has 0. Alexa Boone has been great for the Mavericks this year, but she has seen no action here as we look to get play underway. I believe it may have been number 5, Alicia Duxini, that was injured on the play. She is carried off the field and does not seem to be putting any pressure on that leg. That is never a good sign. You never want to see an injury. You definitely never want to see somebody getting carried up the field without being able to walk on their own power. They're back on our way here as the Mavericks win the ball and keep the ball on their attacking half of the field as they look to switch fields here and go to the middle, but it is stolen by the Wildcats. Great effort by number 27, Cassidy Joyce. And the shot is taken and saved by Bagley. That was a but it is saved by the keeper.
Go.
Maddie Brandt looks to switch fields here as Seaman looks to take her space as nobody steps to her. As she finds Destins on the sideline, who sends a great ball in the middle but is just out of the reach of the Maverick. Number 14, Molly Riley. A great win by number 4, Better. A great pass to Destin. Destin has a great opportunity. She shoots. Oh, and she just misses wide. She attempted to kick it off the outside of her right foot, and it just rolled wide. If she would have been able to kick that with the inside of her foot and curl it in, would have had a much better opportunity, but she had to take it with the outside of her right foot as the goalkeeper was attacking her, was rushing her. If she could have just put it to the inside of her right foot, she would have been able to score as it would have curled in. But instead it went just wide and it goes out for a goal kick. Great win by the Mavericks as Destin has another opportunity but is just out of her reach and it was corralled by the keeper.
Keep working!
Maddie Brandt with their win.
Nice, Rachel.
We're approaching 10 minutes remaining here in the first half as the Mavericks lead 2-0 as a potential handball was called on the Mavericks and will be a Wildcat free kick. As we approach the 10-minute mark here, the Mavericks lead 2-0 at home as they have 16 shots and have dominated this match early. Mavericks looking to stay undefeated at home this year and find their 15th win on the season as they look to go into the NSIC tournament on a strong note. A great ball. It finds the foot of number 14, and she kicks the ball just over the net. A great opportunity for Molly Riley, who just sent the ball over the right corner of the net. The ball was bouncing, and so she wasn't able to get the ball low enough, and she sent it just over the net. It was a great opportunity for Riley, but she was just unable to put the ball in the back of the net. And rolls out of bounds, goes out of bounds for a Wayne State College goal kick. Another foul is called on the Mavericks, and it'll be a Wayne State College free kick, as that seems to be ramping up here as the Mavericks look to stay aggressive. Wildcat throw. A great win by the Maverick defender as the Mavericks look to attack up the center of the field, but it is won and re-won by the Mavericks. As number 4, Vetter, has all kinds of space, but is unable to complete the through ball. Hauschken steps up and wins the ball. The Mavericks look to attack here again as Durant loses the ball, but finds the foot of Barzowski. As she looks to go down the left sideline to Dessens, as Dessens able to get there and puts the ball in the middle, where it is cleared by Wayne State College.
Come on, Christina, get that!
Foul was called on number 20, Taylor Barzowski, even though I'm not sure if that warranted. No shoulder was dropped, no elbow was up. Free kick is taken on the sideline. As a Maverick throw. As they go back to Hauschken. Hauschken looks to switch fields. And she does, but Barzowski goes back to Hauschken. Hauschken looks to keep it on the same side of the field. She sends it up. Wayne State wins the ball and sends it up the field, where they have an opportunity here. It's their first one of the match. But Maddie Brandt is there once again, and she is cleaning up the dirty work for the Mavericks today.
What's the horn for?
We have some type of stoppage here. I'm not sure what it is.
Because the horn blew for no reason.
Come on, Christina, beyond that! Christina!
Be ready, Black!
Looks like it will be a face-off between the two players, and the ball is kicked out of bounds by Barzowski.
Get on it, Black!
Come on, Cat!
Let's go, Cat!
A nice flip throw here to get the ball into the box, and it goes off the heel of a Wayne State College attacker and goes towards net. That was a very creative and well thought of shot there by the Wayne State College player, but it is corralled by Raboon. And this is the first time she has had the ball in her hands. As we approach 5 minutes remaining here in the first half, the Mavericks lead 2-0.
Come, Riley!
Wayne State College looks for another opportunity, but the through ball is just too far and rolls on the hands of Durant. Or excuse me, of Raboon. Although I probably wouldn't be surprised if Brant was there. She's been all over the field today. There she is again. A little too aggressive that time, and there will be a foul called, and she is assessed a cautionary yellow card. It is the first yellow card for her and the first yellow card of the match.
Let's go, Cut! Come on, use
The Wildcats put it towards the top of the 18, but it is one off the head of the Mavericks. As they look to counter here, they will a 4-on-4 rush. Stefan finds herself with the ball, but she was just offside and will be a free kick for Wayne State College.
Job, Sam.
Didn't tear it. Keep working.
We're under 5 minutes remaining here as Wayne State is looking to attack. And they find some breathing room down the sideline, but it is quickly taken away by the Mavericks. And the ball is sent towards the middle, but it is corralled by Huskins, who loses the ball. And a great shot is taken by Wayne State College's number 18, Christina Stassi. Abby Hauskin lost the ball on the attack by Wayne State College, and it found the foot of number 18, Christina Stassi, who had a great shot and buried it into the net for Wayne State College with just over 4 minutes remaining here in the first half.
Keep the fire up!
Oh my God!
Mavericks lead 2-1 here with 4 minutes remaining in the first half.
It's her final game. She's a senior. So I drove down from Duluth to watch her game. Oh my God!
She's tied for the lead in goals. Nothing like 13. This is her fourth. The 13.
It will be a
Oh my God! Look at the coach. He's like
Wildcats goal kick as the ball goes out of bounds for a Maverick throw.
That was the best feeling ever.
You make your NG proud. I want to see the replay.
The Maverick throw. Maddie Brand with a great step up as she takes a shot, but it is blocked.
Good job, Brooke. There you go, Riley. Let's go, Riley.
Number 18, Christina Stassi.
And the ball rolls out of bounds for a Wayne State College throw.
Job, Christy. Let's go, Riley. Let's go. Nice pass, Rachel.
They're approaching 2 minutes remaining here in the first half as the Mavericks lead 2-1.
Go, Sam.
Great ball into the middle, but it is cleared out by Wayne State College. It will be a Maverick throw. Or excuse me, it did not go out of bounds, so Friedrich kept it inbounds. Maddie Brandt puts it back into the attacking.
Stay with it, Black.
Bryn Destin finds herself with the ball on the sideline. She looks to defeat the defender to the inside and finds number 31, Nadia Lowry, who looks to find some room to take a shot, but is unable to do so, where it is cleared out by Wayne State College as Hauskin steps up.
Let's go, Cap! Black! Go, let's us!
Wildcats look to clear the ball, and they do down the left sideline for a Maverick throw. So we approach a minute remaining here in the first half. The Mavericks lead 2-1.
1 minute remaining in the first half.
No, it is true. But I mean, I could.
House kid looks to switch fields here, and she does as she passes it to Bardowski. As Bardowski looks to go back to the other side of the field where she passes it to Friedrich. For the last 30 seconds of the first half, as the Mavericks look to get one last attack here. They pass to Destins down the left sideline. As Destins beats the defender down the sideline and finds herself to Nadia Lowry. Lowry with a great move and a great shot, but it is saved by the keeper. Lowry with a great move to find herself in some breathing room and take the shot, but she was not able to put enough power onto it. And the ball and the kick is saved by the keeper. And that is it for the first half, folks, as your Minnesota State Mavericks lead 2-1 over Wayne State College Wildcats. Goal scored for the Mavericks by number 9, Morgan Coutu off the penalty kick from the handball in the box. And number 19, Dakota Wendell, who had a great snipe into the top left corner off the corner. Wayne State, however, was able to find some pressure late as they found 2 late rushes, and one of them found the back of the net from the foot of number 18, Christina Sassy.
Thanks for your hard work and dedication, Brian, and congratulations from all of us here at Minnesota State. It's great to be a Maverick.
I'm like, you got to see something pretty awesome. She's a smart player. Because if she would run the ball every time, she would do things because she knows when there's no chance. So to us, it looks like, come on, go the ball.
p.m. here at the pitch. The opponent is still yet to be determined, but that is the first round matchup of the NSIC tournament. Alicia Dixini got hurt in the first half, and she came out here to set the field in the second half with ice wrapped around her heel and using crutches to get across the field. So that's never a good sign to see, because I hope she's okay and can get back for the start of the NSIC tournaments as teams are getting set to get underway here. The Mavericks are lined up ready to go as the Wayne State College Wildcats are lining up here as we are getting ready to go.
Let's go, Black!
Maddie Barant stuck out tremendously for the Mavericks as she played all 45 minutes of the first half at that stopper position for the Mavericks and was a force on those 50-50 balls. And she won just about every single one of them, and she was great at stepping up into pressure and winning the ball for the Mavericks as we are underway here as Barant passes it back to Friedrich, who looks to come up the sideline. Nope, she will go back to the middle, who will go out to Keneally here,
Pressure, pressure!
where it is knocked out of bounds for a Maverick throw. Wayne State wins the ball, but Hauschka clears it out of danger.
Right, come on, be there.
Julia Zock with the rush down the middle, and she bumped the ball with her hand, and it is a handball and will be a free kick for the Wildcats. Mavericks got a little aggressive at the end of the first half as they were issued a yellow card. Maddie Barant was issued a yellow card in the first half, and the Mavericks had 6 fouls in the first half, the majority of them ending in late in the first half. As the Mavericks have a great opportunity here with the rush, and his shot is taken by number 9, Morgan Katu, as it goes out of bounds for a Wayne State College goal kick.
Stay on it.
As the Mavericks look to keep attacking here. As Dakota Wando finds Taylor Keneally on the run, and she's just unable to put it past the keeper.
Happy on it, Black!
Maddie Brand puts the ball in for Julia Zock, who bounces off her head and is cleared out. It may roll out of bounds, and will for a Maverick throw.
Go, Riley! Go, Brooke!
Maddie Brand steps up.
That's it! Nice job, Sam!
Bree Chacho looking for some room here. She passes it back to her support.
There, Christina! Go, Riley!
Nice clear by Hauschka. Looks like number 18, Anna Mixon, is starting the second half for Alicia Dixini at the center midfield position. The ball rolls out of bounds for a Wayne State College throw.
Let's do it, Cats! Move it down! Come on, Nat!
The flip throw to keep it, to get it deep, and it is successful as it rolls into the box, but he eventually rolls out of bounds over the baseline for a goal kick for your Mavericks.
Good idea, good idea!
They split at the...
The goal kick is taken and won by the Mavericks as they send it out wide, but Morgan too is unable to possess. However, Bree Chacho was there to clean up a great win by Maddie Durant as she passes to Bree Chacho, who passes it to Mixon. Bree Chacho with a great pass to Wendell, and she looks to beat the defender but is unable to do so. But the defender kicks out of bounds and it will be a Maverick throw. The ref is calling for the throw-in to be taken back further.
Right.
And it's cleared up by Hauskin. As Wayne State College is able to win, send the ball through. They look to attack here, but the ball rolls too far in front of the attacker and rolls out of bounds for a Maverick goal kick. Just under 40 minutes remaining here as Minnesota State will take the goal kick as Raboon looks to switch the sides. The ball is one off ahead of the Wildcats, but Abby Hauskin is able to possess it.
Good time.
Come on, Christina, get there. It's all right. Keep pushing. Keep working it. Come on, Kat. Keep working it.
The ball is possessed by the Maverick goalkeeper. And a great boot by Raboon. Julia Zoklins hit Katu down the sideline, but it is taken away by the defender.
Keep working. Go. Start a chant. Go, Cats, go. 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 Go, Cats, go.
Ball rolls all the way down the sideline for a Maverick throw deep in their own territory. It's going to be taken by number 6 Morgan Seamuth as she looks for an open Maverick player. And she's able to find Morgan Katu, who loses the ball to the defender.
Nice, Alexis.
A great through ball by the defender of the Wildcats. And the ball is knocked up by Friedrich. And it will roll out off the foot of Friedrich for a Wayne State College corner. It is their first corner kick of the match. As they look to tie up the game at 2.
Let's go, Black!
Let's go, Cats!
And the ball is cleared out by the Mavericks and will roll out of bounds for a Wayne State College throw.
Give it up, Black!
Let's be their Cats!
Oh, absolutely.
With another flip throw to get the ball deep into the box. As the Mavericks look to clear here, it keeps bouncing around from player to player, and they are able to do so, but it finds the foot of a Wayne State College player who kicks the ball well wide right and over the net. And we'll go out for a Maverick goal kick as Raboon looks to go quick here. She ends up backing off and taking her time. Ball goes off the head of a Wayne State College midfielder, but ends up rolling right back to the keeper, who will punt it away.
Let's go!
That ball looks like it might have got caught in the wind a little bit. As it kind of just hung there. A good win by Dakota Wendell.
That's it, Dad.
Maverick throw.
Way to battle, Black. Way to battle. Come on.
Julia Zock with the ball.
Come on, get there, Black.
She's able to beat the defender with a shot. And it just sails over the net. Will be a Wayne State College goal kick off the shot that sailed over the net.
All right, Nat.
Wayne State College is off the sideline, but it was kicked out of bounds. It will be a Maverick throw. The ball is won by Julia Zock, who looks to keep the ball in play, but she is unable to do so as it just rolls over the far sideline and will be a Wayne State College throw.
Keep working. Just keep working. Come on, Christina. Oh.
Wayne State loses the ball to the Mavericks. The Mavericks look to attack up the right sideline as Taylor Keneally is fighting for it. She is being blocked off by the defender as they're able to clear it. As Michigan finds herself with the ball as she looks for Keneally down the sideline, where it is knocked out and will be a Maverick throw taken by Taylor Keneally. She throws it in and goes up the head of Dakota Wendell and finds a foot of Michigan who pushes it up to Zock, who passes it back to Michigan, but it is taken away by Wayne State College. Friedrich finds herself with the possession here as Nixon finds Brandt. Brandt attempts to switch fields, but it is taken away by the defender. It rolls out of bounds for a throw, and it will be a Maverick throw and a Maverick substitution here. Good win by the Mavericks as Julia Zock looks for number 4, Jenny Vetter. Mankato with a free run, but the goalkeeper gets there first as the ball is cleared out by Wayne State College, but the keeper Bagley is down as she collided with Mankato.
All right.
Bagley seems to be okay as she will stay in the match and stay in goal. That was a great effort by her and Katu as they collided going after the 50-50 ball.
Come on, Cats, be there, let's go! All right, that's it.
Wayne State College looking to come up the far sideline here. The ball is knocked out of bounds by the Mavericks as Wayne State College will be making a substitution as number 25, Megan Phillips, will enter the game for number 20, Gabby Rosa.
Oh, that's just I thought she was good. That's what she was doing. Yeah.
Wayne State College throw.
Let's go, Wildcats! Come on, Nate! Let's use it, Wildcats!
The ball is cleared out by House and Katu is able to Katu is able to keep the ball in bounds. As Julia Zock beats both the defenders as she has Keneally on the run, but she is unable to weave it through the defenders. Hauschka looks to clear the ball, but it is knocked away by Wayne State College. But eventually cleared out of danger by Morgan Seaman. Excuse me, that may have been Hauschka recovering, as both Seaman and Hauschka were back there at the ball. It will be a Wayne State College throw. As number 21 will be doing her famous flip throw, Natalie Retch, to get the ball towards the box.
Another one?
And it goes off the foot of a Wayne State College attacker and Maverick goal kick.
In the air, Black.
Wayne State College making another substitution as number 2 Sophia Ketchmark is entering the game for number 7 Brooke Bozell. Boone boots it up the field.
The Wildcats to Sophia Ketchmark.
And the ball goes in the bounce for a Wayne State College throw. Mavericks lead 2-1 here with 30 minutes remaining in the second half as they look to finish their regular season on a strong note and finish the season undefeated at home. As they look to attack going from center to left as Morgan 2 finds herself with a wide open run on the left side. She beats the defender but loses the ball as the ball is cleared out and knocked off the 2. It will be a goal kick for Wayne State College. The ball is kicked on the far sideline. Where it will go out of bounds for a Maverick throw.
Go, Cats! Go, Cats!
Julia Doc finds number 4 Vetter, who finds Dakota Wendell, who makes the inside move, takes a shot with the left foot, she shoots and she scores! What a shot off the left foot of number 19 Dakota Wendell. That is her second goal of the game and her second gem of the game, as both of her goals have found the upper left corner of the net. That was a great shot off the left foot of Dakota Wendell, who has her second goal of the game and her number 14 overall on the season. What a beautiful shot by Wendell as the Mavericks lead 3-1 with just under 30 minutes remaining in the match.
Alright, go Christina.
Dakota Wendell with the win.
And the 14th of the season, number 19, Dakota Wendell.
Dakota Wendell with the
Jenny Vetter.
second goal of the game, and it was assisted by number 4 Jenny Vetter. Jenny Vetter to Dakota Wendell with 30 minutes remaining in the second half. As the Mavericks lead 3-1 here at the pitch.
Alright.
It is a foul on the Mavericks and will be a Wayne State College free kick.
Go, go.
A good step up by Dakota Wendell.
Come on, come on, come on. Alright.
Go, make a run.
Alright, go make it.
As the Wildcats look to attack up the near sideline. They will find a running attacker, and it's not going to bounce by the Mavericks, and will go off for a Wayne State College throw-in.
Be ready, girls.
Good work, girls.
See a flip throw here to get into the box. That one sailed, but it still went very deep and found the hands of the keeper. And he eventually knocked out of bounds. It was a very deep throw off the flip for number 21, Natalie Retch. And she will do it here again, and she looks to put the ball in the more of the middle of the box instead of towards the keeper like she did on the last one. What a wonderful throw. Exactly where she wanted to put it. Right at the 6. Directly in front of the net where it is eventually cleared out by the Mavericks. And will not roll out of bounds for a Maverick throw, but it will be kicked out of bounds for a Maverick throw. Good job of Julia Zock to maintain possession there. Julia Zock with the opportunity here for the through ball. She wins the ball off the clear. She would like to put the ball in the middle of the box. The Mavericks are fighting for it, but it is cleared out of bounds for a Maverick throw.
Nice job, defense! Oh, our defense. I told you, he's seen. Let's go, Cats! Especially, yeah, he did say that. Our defense, go! The winners here, and the keeper.
A nice clear by the Wildcats.
Come on, go! Be ready. Let's go. Let's get there.
As the Mavericks have won the possession back, as Dakota Wendell looks to find players up the field and stretch it.
What is that? Come on, Stripe! Make the goal!
The ball is booted up the field by the keeper. The ball is passed back to the supports and out to Dakota Wendell, who looks to go up the sideline to Keneally. A great move by Keneally, but the ball will just too far forward. It goes out of bounds for a Wayne State College throw. Wayne State College will be making a substitution here. As number 9, Riley Wayner is leaving the game, and number 18, Christina Stashi, who scored the single goal for Wayne State College, has entered the game.
That was a Wildcats number 18, Christina Stacy.
Come on. All right.
Maverick throw.
Go Wildcats!
Wildcats!
Control the line!
The ball is cleared out by Wayne State College, but Abby Houshkin steps up to win the ball as Friedrich comes back as she looks to go out to wide to Wendell as she finds Wendell, who Wendell looks for Julia Zock in the middle, but Julia Zock is unable to cleanly control the pass.
Come on, Christina, let's go. Stay with it.
A good win by Brandt as Wendell is the first to the ball, who sends it through to Katu. And Katu is just beat by the defender. But number 4, Vetter, finds herself with the ball on the far sideline.
Challenge it!
As she looks to beat the defender, and she is able to do so and puts the ball in the middle of the box. But it is cleared out by Wayne State College.
Get it out! All right, come on, Christina, stay
Ball
with
stays
it.
in bounds and is won by the Mavericks. As they go back to support the Brandt, as Brandt goes to Julia Zock in the middle.
Stay with the black! Come on, black! Get there, black!
Brandt finds herself with the ball once again, who goes back to support Friedrich.
Let's go, challenge!
who looks for Keneally.
All right. Here you go, Madison. Nice job. All right.
And the ball rolls out of bounds off the foot of Wayne State College and will be a Mavericks throw. As the Mavericks are substituting in 3 new players.
Let's keep working, Black.
Now for the Wildcats, 7 Brooke Buzzle. Now in for your Mavericks.
Dessens chases the ball to the far sideline.
Number 11, Sydney DeBringer. Number 30, Claire Berezi.
Where the ball rolls out of bounds for a goal kick for the Wildcats. We are just past the halfway mark of the second half as the Mavericks lead 3-1. As Dakota Wendell scored her second goal here in the second half to put the Mavericks up by 2 goals. Hauschen clears it out, but it goes out of bounds for a Wayne State College throw.
Come on, be there. Challenge. There you go, Christina.
Seaman kicks the ball, but it goes off the shins of a Wayne State College attacker and goes out of bounds for a throw. Good step up by Friedrich to take the ball off the chest. The ball is cleared out of danger by the Mavericks. As number 30, Claire Baresi has substituted for Brandt to play that stopper position, in which Brandt has done so very well today. Friedrich with a great defensive stance there. She goes up the sideline. Mavericks go off the far sideline here. Julia Zock attempts to hit the overlap, but is unable to do so. And the ball will roll out of bounds for a Maverick goal kick.
Keep working, Black.
Just under 20 minutes remaining here in the second half as Mavericks lead 3-1 as they've outshot Wayne State College 23-1 as Raboon looks to go fast but is unable to do so because Wayne State College is making a substitution. As number 17, Madison Craig is entering the game for number 3, Madison Burgard. Madison for Madison there. Number 17 for number 3.
First 2, Black. First 2. Go.
As the Wildcats look to attack up the near sideline. And the ball is kicked out for a Wildcat corner kick. It is just their second corner kick of the game.
Let's do it, Okay. Let's go, Wildcat! Knock it in!
Excuse me, it was a throw-in. It is basically the same thing for the Wildcats as they get the first throw all the way into the box. And the ball will roll out of bounds for a Maverick goal kick. As number 11, Sydney DePrenger did a great job blocking off the attacker to allow the ball to roll out of bounds for a goal kick.
All right, Cats, get the ball! Come on!
Go, Wildcat. Go to the ball.
The ball is won by the Mavericks, but it goes off the elbow, however, and it will be a free kick for the Wayne State College Wildcats because of the handball. As the Wayne State College has a great opportunity for a scoring opportunity here.
Leave it up by 10 yards.
Let's go, Wildcats!
Go, Cats!
There you go.
No, he's
A ball that flew over the head of Laboon and went into the back of the net. But the ref is calling it off.
Nobody touched it.
Are you kidding?
I believe the refs called offsides there, so it will be no goal as the Mavericks will maintain their 3-1 lead.
How do you sleep at night?
Dessens with number 11 on the right, Sydney DePranger. As DePranger finds himself with an opportunity here. She puts the ball and it is saved by the goalkeeper. A great shot from right to left by DePranger. She didn't have much of an angle, but she took the best shot she could and was almost able to find that back left post and bounce it in, but it was saved by the keeper Bagley. This will be a Maverick corner, and it was their 6th corner kick of the match.
Let's go, Wildcats! Protect the goal!
A little too close to the net, and a free kick is awarded to Wayne State College.
I know.
Let's go, Cats! Let's get girls, let's go!
We're approaching 15 minutes here remaining in the match as the Mavericks lead 3-1 here at the pitch. In their final regular season match of the year.
What's behind you?
As Vetter looks to attack there, but he was knocked out for a Maverick corner. The corner will be taken by number 10, Bryn Dessens.
Defense!
Knock it out!
Horrible. Protect the goal! Protect the goal!
Mavericks rush. The ball was a little too far out, and it is cleared by Wayne State College for a Maverick throw. Both teams will make a substitution here, as the Mavericks will make a single substitution and the Wayne State College Wildcats will be making a trio substitution.
Go defense!
Kind of like you can't just give them soft
For the Wildcats, number 3.
The ball is cleared out to the near sideline by the Wildcats and will roll out of bounds for a Maverick throw. As Dakota Wendell, MSU star of the game so far, comes out to take the throw.
Here AR. It's like 20 yards back. Come on, ref. Where'd the ball go out?
Are you watching this game, buddy?
Another Maverick throw.
Back here, man.
One out of the half.
Please. Okay. Be ready, Black. Come on now.
It is won by Wayne State College, but repossessed by the Mavericks. And Dessens does a great job to find space,
Go, Riley. Go,
but is unable to find Wendell.
All right.
And a foul is called on Wendell on the near sideline. It will be a Wayne State College free kick. It kind of seemed like a makeup call because that was a pretty weak call there on Wendell.
What's up, boy?
Let's go, Cats.
Free kick taken just above the 18.
Go, Cats!
All right.
The Wildcats put the ball in the box, where Boone is able to corral it as it bounced over her head. She misjudged it, was able to get it before the ball completely crossed over the line.
Keep fighting, Black!
It is a foul on the Mavericks and be a Wayne State College free kick as they go fast here.
Come on, let's go. Keep working. Come on, Black. Let's stay with it.
As Vetter had the defender beat as she was tripped. And the ref has issued a cautionary yellow card to Wayne State College's sideline.
Let's go, kids! Play the game!
I haven't noticed anything from all the way over here, but the ref has issued a yellow card to Wayne State College's sideline.
Come on, let's be
The
there.
ball is knocked out of bounds off the head of Wayne State College and goes out for a Maverick throw.
I got you. It was the same situation.
Get there, Black, go!
The bullet was taken, but is blocked by the defender. As Dakota Wendell sends
Jump,
it
keep!
towards the net, but it is grabbed by the goalkeeper.
Let's go, Cats! Let's go, Cats! Come on, Riley. Oh, no. There you go. Good job, Riley.
As the Wildcats are looking to attack up the far sideline here, but
Thank you.
it is taken away by the Mavericks, but the ref calls for a foul and is awarded the Wayne State College Wildcats a free kick right outside the 18. I thought it should be closer to the box here, but the ref has put the ball about 10 or 15 yards outside of the 18.
Let's use it, Black.
Get on it, Black! Let's go, girls!
A great ball into the net where it's punched out by Raboon and cleared out the sideline by the Mavs. It will be a Wayne State College throw-in as we are approaching 10 minutes remaining here in the match. Flip throw into the box where it goes out of bounds over the baseline for a goal kick for your Minnesota State Mavericks.
Keep after it, Black! Keep going!
Keep fighting, Black.
The move goes quick to house here.
Go, go, go. Come on, Riley.
Ball is called on Wayne State College and will be a Maverick free kick.
Good job, Ry. Keep it up, Cat. Keep fighting, Okay, girls.
Wayne State College wins off the box from Dessens.
Good job. Nice, Sophia. Nice.
Nice step up by Friedrich. Tough pass to Wendell, but he's unable to do so as Wayne State College has a free run down the left sideline and is tackled by Hauskin. The ball goes to the middle where it is eventually wrapped up by Raboon. A great tackle by Hauskin there at the corner of the 18 as she stepped up strong and won the ball.
Keep it up. I know.
There's 9 minutes remaining here in the second half as the Mavericks lead 3-1. Looking to end their regular season undefeated at home and finish the season with 15 wins on the year. The Mavericks are ranked number 21 in the nation coming into today as they look to end their season strong going into the NSIC tournament where they will host the first round matchup here
She was in position first!
at the pitch on Wednesday, October 31st at 3 o'clock p.m.
Whatever they're paying you, I'll double it! That's right.
That's it. Just be there, Black. Just play your game. Just do it, Black. Go, make it. Be there.
Dakota Wendell takes it off the chest.
All right, Madison.
As Wayne State College looks to have a heavy dose of attack here in the final 8 minutes to tie this game up.
Get there, Black.
As the Mavericks are playing a little bit back, and you can notice Dakota Wendell here.
Get there.
near the close sideline is playing much further back than she early in the match when the Mavericks were looking to attack. The Mavericks seem to be okay with this 3-1 lead and look to hope to hold on to it. Friedrich goes out wide to the near sideline to Wendell, who weaves through the two defenders. Passes down the sideline to number 11, Cindy DePranger. DePranger attempts to put the ball in front of the net, but it goes out of bounds and lands in the side heading of the goal. It will be a goal kick for the Wayne State College Wildcats.
Let's go, Cats!
Better win off the head of Wendell.
Neely, number 14, Molly Rudd.
Get there, Black!
The Mavericks have transformed their back four here as they are almost playing 5 defenders as they got the flat back four, and then they have number 30, Claire Baresi, with playing a deep forward, if you will, or an attacking stopper position. As the Mavericks look to hold on to this 3-1 lead with just 6 minutes remaining in the match.
Start the goal!
Let's go. Come on, Christina.
Good win by Dakota Wendell. But the Mavericks lose the ball, however. As number 18, Christina Stashi, comes up for Wayne State College, but a good win by Friedrich. A nice, solid defensive play by Taylor Keneally as she boots it out of danger.
All right, go Soph. Come on, Soph. Nice. All right, Madison.
Win off the two Mavericks defenders' heads. And Dakota Wendell knocks it out of bounds off the Wayne State College defender, and will be a Maverick throw.
Way down here.
Let's go, Wildcats defense! Keep playing back! Defense!
Goes out of bounds off Morgan Gasu.
Get it down here now, Black.
Will be a Wayne State College throw as we are under 5 minutes remaining here.
All the way up on the flag. That's more like this.
Mavericks 9, Morgan 2, 29, Julian Zoll.
Good win by Wendell. And a foul was called on for 2 and will be a Wayne State College free kick.
I know. Okay.
Ball goes to the top of the 18 where it is cleared out by the Mavericks.
Come on, Black. Be on it. Madison.
Mavericks lead 3-1 here in the final match of the regular season with just over 3.5 minutes remaining as they look to finish their season strong, headed into the NSIC tournament where they'll be playing a first-round matchup here at the pitch on Wednesday, October 31st at 3 p.m.
Go, Christina, go.
where Hauschken is able to clear and kick it out of bounds for a Wayne State College throw. As Wayne State College will be making 2 new substitutions here
All right, next.
with just over 3 minutes remaining.
Let's go,
White! Back up! White!
She got right there.
Flip throw taken there.
Let's use it.
Into the box.
Cats number 14,
And it is eventually grabbed by the keeper.
Keep pushing, Black.
Let's go, defense!
Okay, the other one's gone.
They haven't given up. Get there. Go, Christina.
Taylor Keneally looks to clear the ball off the sideline.
Alexis.
Good step by Friedrich there.
Sam, Sam, get there, Christina.
Julia Zock seems to be a little shaken up for the Mavericks.
All right, good job, Steve. All right.
As we are at 2 minutes remaining here in the match, the Mavericks lead 3-1. As they look to just run the clock out here and finish their season undefeated at home.
Okay, come on, get there. Come on. Go, Steve.
A solid clear from the switching fields by Seamus there. The ball is kicked out of bounds over the baseline for a Maverick goal kick as we are under a minute and a half remaining here in the second half.
Yeah, let me know when you get back. I will.
Let's go.
Keneally looks to clear it up the sideline here. Does a very well job of that. We are under a minute remaining here in the regular season of Minnesota State women's soccer. As number 21 Minnesota State leads Wayne State College 3-1 as Wayne State College kicks the ball well over the net and will go out of bounds for a Maverick goal kick. Morgan gets two hustles to get to the ball. 20 seconds remaining here as Wayne State College looks for one last opportunity to put another number on the scoreboard. Another goal on the scoreboard.
10, 9, 8.
As we are at 5 seconds remaining as the time will run out here.
2, 1.
And the Mavericks win 3-1 and finish the regular season undefeated at home and 15-2-1 overall. Ranked number 21 in the nation, the Mavericks finished their season at 15-2-1 and 9-0 overall at home. As they head into the NSIC tournament where they will play here at the pitch on October 31st at 3 o'clock p.m. The opponent is not yet determined, but it will be played October 31st here on the pitch at 3 o'clock p.m. where your number 21 ranked Minnesota State Mavericks will begin their postseason run as they look to make a deep run, led behind number 19 Dakota Wendell and number 9 Morgan Katu, who have been outstanding players for the Mavericks this season.